let's start. And I'm going to ask to Andrea, Gabriela, and Kenneth, please, your camera, because we will start right now. Yes. And today, right, we have to finish the story. Yes. Andrea Monserrat. You have to finish, we have to finish the story, right? And then we will share what you have, right? With the newspaper, right? So, so far, yes, would you please tell me so far what had happened in the story? What had happened in the story so far?
A sailors go and a storm occurs and the boat, how do you say hundir?
Get down? You may use
Get down and some of the passengers of the boat escape, but one of them can't go in the boat, so...
Mr.
Okay, Angela?
Mr. I know what happened. Mr. What? First the sailors go in the water and the are a torment, and after they other people can be saved, all the people who are in the water, and the other was the people to save the other people go to se la fue a dar a the family of the people of the, and then are children or person that are died for the torment. After the people white they how do you say in English, agradeció,
to say thank you?
to say thank you.
Or thankful?
Thankful the other people to save the family.
Okay, so then I have a question, guys. So what could be the challenges, right, of being in the middle of a storm? Think about it. Which one can be, or which problem would you have in the middle of a storm if you were in that place?
The torment. You can find a hurricane.
Yes. A hurricane, right? What else? Torment. What is torment?
Mr. The water can be so high you can...
Yes, of course.
And can drop the boat.
Those are the challenges that we can have in a storm, right? In the middle of a storm. Yes? And now, another question for you. What does it mean to be courage? Courage.
To be... and to don't have scared.
Yes.
To do not be scared.
Be brave, right?
Yes.
So, now guys, we will continue reading the story and we will read page, I don't know if you can
375.
see. 375.
It's the last page.
Yes.
No.
Last page.
I don't think so.
Okay, so.
No, Mr. The last page is 377.
Can you see my board?
277.
Yes.
Yes? So let us start reading. Yes, so please, you have to pay attention, right? As we're reading. Yes, because I'm going to ask to follow that reading. Yes, I'm going to ask to Andrea to please start reading.
Which Andrea?
Andrea Larissa, sorry.
Arthur ground his eyes, fluttered open. "I'm cold," he complained. Suddenly, there was a commotion at the ropes. "Heavy!" Mr. Etheridge shouted. "Haul them all in." "I've lost their footing," I cried. Mr. Bowser grasped me by the arms. Take over here. I am sure you know what to do.
Stop. Continue, Miguel Ávila, please. Then
Then he ran to help with the ropes. My hand felt clammy and shaky, but once again the words from the books came back to steady me. Rub the legs and arms with linseed oil until warmth returns. I rummaged in the medicine chest, found the linseed oil, and poured some into my palm. This will warm you, sir. I was loudly enough to be heard over the wine. Arthur
stop there.
nodded.
Stop there. Miguel Alejandro, continue, please.
Arthur nodded his bandaged head and washed nervously as I rubbed the oil into his feet and calves. Then his hands and arms he gave Mr. Gardiner a quizzical look.
Stop. Andrea Romero, continue.
Ain't
he?
Ain't he young to be a doctor?
Andrea Romero.
Mr. No.
Mr. Andrea no va por donde nosotros vamos.
Ain't
Yeah,
he
hurry up.
young to be a doctor?
Yes.
He asked her. She patted his shoulder and smoothed the hair of his forehead. He seems to know what to do, dear. She said, I am warming up. He said, I lifted the lantern to look at Arthur's face and saw that his lips were no longer blue.
Not blue. Okay, so.
I read the other part.
Mister, I want to read.
I want to read, Mister.
Okay, so start reading in page.
Mister,
Mister, hay una
Le
raya.
rayaron la pantalla.
It
Yes.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So.
Le rayaron, Mister.
May I want to read?
Mister.
Mister, me, please.
Yes, Glynis, stop reading.
Just then a tall white man appeared, dressed in a captain coat, his long hair flying in the wind. He reached up into the driving cart and pulled Mr. Gardiner to him, pressing his cheek against hers.
Stop.
He-
Angela.
Okay. He must have asked about Thomas because she found to him bundled and leaving the cart. David said the word quick, he cried. He
Right.
looking around.
Yes, continue.
He looked around at me, Arthur, and then other rescued sailors, and the submen who were now gathered around. Throw the store to the station. My good man, he said, his voice shaking. We owe on your life.
Okay, listen. What is a sailor? You know what is a sailor?
Un navegador.
Un navegante.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. So, guys. My God, man, he said, his voice shaking. We won't
Now we're gonna share the newspapers.
lie. What do you think it means? What do you think means the last phrase we have here? What do you think? My God, man, my good man.
Mister says like, como que era el mejor hombre.
You know, but read all this part. My God, man, he said, his voice shaking, we own you our lives. What do you think he means with this?
De que le deben sus vidas.
Yes, because they say, yes, of course, that it means, yes? So, I need you to please tell me, what is the story about, right? What happened in the story, and which is the end of this story? Which is the end of this story?
The end of the story was the people white day things of the other
Mister.
without taste of the
Mister.
Okay, Sebastián, tell me.
¿La clase terminó?
No.
Ah,
Okay, listen. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and you will write, listen, in your notebook, a conclusion about this story. We will write about 3 lines, 3 to 5 lines. Hurry up. And then we will share. Hurry up. 2 minutes to do it. A conclusion about this story. About what you understood in this story. It could be that you can write the message of this story, right?
Mister, what is story?
We are in reading class, Sebastian. Yes?
Yes.
You finished the story?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, did you finish?
Huh? What?
You have to write that
Mister,
conclusion.
I did the conclusion, but
Gustavo, what happened?
No.
You finish? You finish?
No, mister.
Hurry up, 1 more minute. Because we don't have time. We have to share the other things as well. Everybody must show what you have about the newspaper.
Finish.
Okay, so let's start sharing. Angeles, could you please share what is your conclusion?
That think correct and think that all the people are important.
Yes, of course. Good job. Let's listen now to Andrea Romero.
Mister. Mister.
I draw
No, we're talking about the conclusion that you wrote right now.
I wrote that I based into it just then a tall white man appeared disguised as a captain, so that that I made is that
Mm-hmm.
I make that
I can say, mister.
Mister, I can say, please.
Okay.
Miss Angela.
Me.
Gustavo asked first.
Who?
My conclusion is that the sailors didn't know about the rescue.
Okay, good job. Angela.
My conclusion was that don't have to discriminate the others because all the people are the same. For
Okay.
God, do
Okay.
all the people are causing.
Yes. Miguel Ávila.
I understand the measure because says that we need to be brave and it's good to save lives.
Yes, of course. Good job. And Andrea Larissa.
The message is that you don't have to give up.
Yes, of course. Good job. Kenneth.
Because a lot of people can do the things that they do.
Yes, of course. So the last person, Gabriela. And then we will start with the person. We will start sharing what you did, right?
The newspaper.
Yes.
We are
Gabriela.
just saying we need to save the others. It doesn't matter.
Yes, of course. So we will start right now, right? Sharing what you did, right? So let's start with Gustavo. Could you please share, Gustavo, the newspaper? And then you have to explain a little bit about it.
In 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 1896 on three Iceland a storm occurs and the people have to use the emergency boats to save there.
Okay, so could you please share with
And
us?
this is my image.
Okay, could you please hágalo un poquito hacia atrás para que podamos ver mejor? Gustavo.
No, que la hagamos para atrás para que podamos ver mejor. No, muchacho.
No te entiendo.
O sea, de que ponerlo como está, pero alejarlo un poquito.
Yes.
Ahí.
Yes, of course. Good job, Gustavo. Now let's
Minister.
Miguel Avila, that you are. And explain a little bit.
Mr. Meckens, Mr. Eldergeist, and Mr. Pop are in North Carolina struggling with the storm and trying to survive. So Mr. Eldergeist got thrown in the water and saved others. Then in the port, a sailor saved a baby of a woman, and the sea dragged Arthur, and the sailor and the woman killed him.
Okay. So
Minister.
what you have?
Ahí los dibujitos, mister. No sé si se mira muy bien, pero ahí los quiero poner.
Okay, good job.
Mister, may I do that?
Y puse título y fecha y todo, mister.
Yes,
Mi periódico se
excellent.
llama The Liberator.
Okay,
Minister.
good job.
Minister.
Angela.
Okay. First, that the people are in the boat and out for the storm. After the people to went save the people and she were die in some living. And after the people who were that flood in the search. And I do draw. Yo hice varios dibujos.
Okay, could you please show what you have?
Okay, first, this is la portada.
The cover.
Yes, these are the...
This is.
This is the author, but the people die. This these are when the people say
Is.
it is with the people say the other was in the water, and the last was the people to float in the water.
Okay, good job, Angel. Glynis.
Okay.
Then Leticia.
There was a...
Miguel, could you please turn off your microphone?
Yes.
The story is about waters that were in a storm, really strong, and some of the persons were waiting for the soldiers, but the soldiers were in the storm. Then they saved all of them from the storm, and I learned that it's really good to save persons and to never give up. And here is the drawing.
Miguel Alejandro, could you please turn off your microphone? Because Glynis is showing something. Okay, Glynis?
Here is the drawing.
Okay, good job, Glynis. Good job. And now Lily Baden.
In my was that the first one, it was the someone with Mr. How do you say tripulación? Sorry.
Tripulation.
With his tripulation, but in this I couldn't put more people.
Okay.
And it was fighting with a hurricane and a wave. A wave was doing like this, and a hurricane hits.
Yes.
They survive, and they find people that was in one place that they can move because it don't have a boat.
It doesn't have, okay.
And so the tripulation and the captain, Mr. How do you say decidir in English? Decided to save the four people. They were doing with the coat, and they climbed. Then was another way that like in this one that hits all the boat, and the boat was destroyed, but the people survived. But one of they it sick. Mr. How do you say gravemente?
Sorry?
Gravemente.
I don't remember, but I'm gonna look for it. Wait.
It was with agreements.
Wait. Continue.
That it was all sick.
I think that is
because
seriously.
Sick seriously.
Yes.
And he couldn't survive and he died.
Okay, good job. Good job. So now let's Gabriela.
Mister, can I share my screen?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Mister, I can't.
Wait. I'm gonna see.
You do it in PowerPoint or in Word, Gabriela.
InDesign.
Ah, okay.
Wait. Try now, Gabriela.
Let me see.
¿Qué le
No.
dice? ¿Qué le dice?
Me dice, el anfitrión inhabilitó la función de compartir las pantallas de los participantes.
Ah, okay. So, wait. Okay. Andrea. Wait, Gabriela. Andrea, share what you have.
Which Andrea,
Which Andrea, mister?
Andrea Larisa.
Oh, ¿qué pasa con el audífono?
That one day in Queensland of North Carolina, there was a hurricane and was not an opportunity to be a surfman. And he saved them. Then they go back to the island and everyone was good except one. Fortunately, Nathan saved him, and then later a man appeared. He was the captain, and he said that Nathan now is a real surfman.
Okay. So show what you have, please. Okay, good job. Gabriela, try now. Again. No?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Gabriel.
I will tell you the information first, mister.
Okay.
In 1896, on Pea Island, part of North Carolina's Outer Banks, he go a hurricane and the boat go down and the persons go out of the boat. Some of the persons go loose on the water.
Okay. Show what you have. Show what you have about the newspaper. Okay, good job. So, listen guys, raise your hand who sent this to me to my email.
I sent to you, mister.
Okay, who hasn't do it?
I do it, mister.
Okay, entonces, los que no lo han enviado, envíen. We will stop here because I need to talk with some of you, right? So,